Under a minute to go before the start of the Germany Sail Grand Prix here in Sassnitz, the Rolex SailGP Championship, and the 11 teams now making their way into the start box. Remember, cannot cross that red line until the clock goes to 0, and so now the dance begins.
Yeah, we can see it's a small start box. Look, bottom left-hand corner of our screen, how close they are to the fans on the shoreline. It's a really tight box. Emirates, Great Britain late in, but that could give them a chance to attack here. United States, top of the line. Pole position is that blue area just in the middle of the line, so a fairly even start line. Will be about acceleration from here. The boats are trickling in. The black foils look well positioned. Rolex pole predictor sits on top of the Danish at the moment. Can Rockwell execute? Emirates, Great Britain winded up. Australia look late to me. Spain in the middle of the line are the favourites from here. We're watching for that line to turn white, and we're going to see who's found the perfect timing. Can the British accelerate through from there? Oh,
this is the umpires, early start penalty, Spain.
Yeah, they're going to have to go back behind the whole fleet, the Spanish, but it was the British, absolutely perfect at the bottom of the line, and Mark 1, we're going to see these FDs absolutely light up as they turn away from the breeze.
Turn away in 5. Line at the mark. 3, 2, 1. Loading up here.
Watch the numbers at the top of the wings.
And it is on at mark number 1 with Emirates GBR leading the pack.
98 kilometres an hour there for the British at Mark 1. They're in a lot of wind, that dark patch of water carting them down towards gate 2 here. Long way to stretch out. It's all about accurate manoeuvres now. There goes Hannah Mills.
Tense moments on board here on race number 1. You've got Spain, Denmark, and it looks like the Bonds Flying Rouge, they've already turned away. No, that's the black foil. So the Bonds Flying Rouge still hanging in there. Here we go.
Lovely. I mean, look at the patch of wind, the Bonds Flying Rouge in the top of the course there. They look like they found a lot of wind, and the Australians are going to come back towards the group with the right of way. So tactically, very nice manoeuvre there by Tash Bryant and Tom Slingsby, but I think Emirates Great Britain are gone. They look good. A lot of wind here. They're going to try and keep it simple with a left turn at gate 2.
And at gate number 2 at race number 1, it is Emirates GBR with the lead. The home team, Deutsche Bank Germany, in second place. And now is where it's going to get really crazy as they all come together.
Yeah, Switzerland have got to keep clear. The red and the green there. The Italians need to watch out. Perfect manoeuvre by Ruggiero Tito. And now the Bonds Flying Rouge have got to slow things down. What a move by the Italians is at the top of the screen. The Swiss are loose. Oh, it's so hard rounding these boats up through the breeze.
One of the trickiest things today is going to be how hard do you push. It's really tricky to know whether you're in full race mode or just getting around this mark safely. So the teams that get that right are going to have a big advantage.
So it's still Emirates GBR as they make their way back up the course. They have first place right now. Second place is showing Deutsche Bank Germany. Third going to Red Bull Italy. And the Bonds Flying Rouge, your top 4.
Yeah, I think to Hannah's point, in these gusts, the dark patches on the water there, you know, you're going to have so much extra horsepower. It's all very well having a car with 1,000 horsepower. If you can't stick it or control it to the road, there's no point using it. So the crews have got to judge how hard and when to push to the maximum. And right now, the British have just made a massive gain, and for the German fans, look at that. Eric Highland team turning it on. They're well positioned, good shift, good pressure, moving up the course well, and they look like they're sailing a nice breeze out there at the moment, Lisa.
Yeah, the British are definitely in the best breeze around the course, but the difference between the light air and the heavy air is huge, so it really is changing the angles, it's changing the heel, it really is tough out here. But as they approach this top gate, it's actually getting a lot lighter, and as you're close to shore, it's hard to read the wind as well, so it's going to get tricky as they move up the course.
So Emirates GBR has the lead. Second place belongs to Deutsche Bank. German squad sitting in second. The fans will love that. Eric Heil at the wheel, Stuart Bithell, wing trimmer, Anna Barth, the strategist.
Yeah, United States, bottom right-hand corner as well. Mike Menninger in on the wing trim there. First day on the tools for him. Not an easy task to be handed that one over. They've got to watch out. Switzerland should have boundary room there. It's going to be tight. Bottom right-hand corner. The USA need to manoeuvre away.
Taylor Canfield, US SailGP, currently sitting in third place, so a nice maneuver for them. They don't lose anything on that maneuver, and now it looks like, Stevie, a lot of these boats are going to be able to lay right into this gate.
Yeah, and you can see where Australia are top of screen, so Great Britain look like they might turn right, but I think they're going to sail into less wind, so expect an early maneuver. I think as you go under the shoreline there, you will see a bit less breeze, so tricky tactical moments in the race here.
Tana and Hannah, as we look at the course right now and talking about what Lisa said about less wind closer to shore, how far out are they advancing and they calling these maneuvers? Are they going to make this maneuver quickly and they're already thinking about the next maneuver?
Well, one of the tricky things, because they're tucked up so close to that shoreline, they don't get a lot of time to be able to see that wind and make their decision based on what they're seeing on the water. So you'll probably see that's why the fleet's compressed so much here compared to they were much more spread out down at the bottom gate, but really tricky to make the right call at this top gate.
Oh, French just squeezing around there. We can see it was United States probably had the best of that upwind leg there. Contan needs to reset, re-accelerate this French boat. They're really slow. Won't be easy to accelerate here. Swiss, they're in an awful lot of breeze moving down towards the bottom right-hand side of the course there, and you can just see any mistakes, you lose so much distance.
3, 2, 1, hold it. I'm 5.
These 18-meter wings, really tricky to sail when you're down the wind range. So the grinders are having to work super hard because the wing trimmers are really working the wing sheet and the twist control that they have to make sure that they can keep as powered up as possible in the lighter winds.
This is like 4 of 6, race number 1. We've got 4 races scheduled for today. It's down to the bottom of the course, then back up, and then the turn to home. And a penalty for Red Bull Italy. Looks like a boundary penalty, possibly.
Yeah, they're just going to need to lose 20 meters there. They just got a bit wide on the course. It's quite light winds out there, that is for sure. We can see Great Britain here. They're in well position for the bottom. They might have to do an extra maneuver there. Dylan confirms that. Trying to make things simple, but for Germany, United States and Switzerland, well, it's a crucial moment in the race.
Almost 200-meter lead for Emirates GBR. Behind them, the home team, Germany Deutsche Bank with Eric Heil at the wheel, and now the Americans and the Swiss in a nice battle for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, the Swiss did find more wind, and it was the left turn at the bottom last time that paid dividend for the British, and the British have been forced to go the other way. So interesting here. Maybe the course has changed a little bit, not sure, but the Swiss have been fast on this downwind egg. Black foil's looming large, but this is the final upwind. Crucial moments in the race if you want to make a pass from here.
Okay, you're aboard. I'm aboard.
US SailGP now tucked into 4th place. Top 4 position be a great start for Taylor Canfield and the Americans. And a great start, Stevie, for the Germans. You got to go back to Dubai and the fleet race where they won 2nd race of the day, but it hasn't been a lot of consistent success for them, so this would be a great start.
Yeah, I mean, I think they talked to you a little bit. They've just had some practice. I mean, it's hard to get the practice, isn't it, Hannah? And maybe we're just seeing the dividends of a little bit of time on the water, because right now, Germany could be a threat for the British here. Germany look like they're progressing up those ladder lines well. They have the right of way. I think we could see a lead change here. Could be the Germans making a game.
Yeah, that's right. And you can see some teams just feel really comfortable in a particular venue, so it might be that the Germans have just switched straight into these conditions. I would say that that left turn looked really strong last time, so I'm surprised that Emirates GBR allowed them to split at that point in the race.
Yeah, tricky. Here we go. Crucial cross here. Right of way, Germany. Great Britain must keep clear, and it should be 1 more manoeuvre for the Germans, potentially 2 for Great Britain at the top. So big chance for the Germans from here.
Great opportunity for the fans on shore in Sassnitz to get on their feet. The home team is in 1st place now as we are on the penultimate leg here in race number 1. It's Germany Deutsche Bank out in front.
All about accurate manoeuvres for the Germans from here. Control the controllable on board that German boat. Try and stick a good manoeuvre. Here they go. Let's watch them here. Accuracy crucial. Oh, lovely. Look how they kept the heel wind there. The boat leaning on top of them. Perfect for acceleration. Now, Great Britain has right of way, but they have to do another manoeuvre. Germany has space. If they dip behind Great Britain, I think they'll still make the mark. So tight moment. Advantage Great Britain right now.
USA has moved up to 2nd place, and now it's all about this crossing. Remember, as Stevie said, Great Britain has the right of way.
Dylan turns towards him there. Tries to force Germany wide. German on the inside. Great Britain, 1 more manoeuvre to do. Can Germany make the final mark with no more manoeuvres? And don't forget about the United States.
Penalty New Zealand. Port tack boat not keeping clear. Go behind Italy.
So the Kiwis, the Black Foils, will lose 1 position. They'll drop back to 6th place, and now it is on. Here we go, the final gate.
Germany are going to make it, Todd, here. Sprint to the finish coming.
And they spin the wheel to the right, and with the fans just off to their left-hand side, they will bring it home. Race number 1 of the Germany Sail Grand Prix here in Sassnitz goes the way of the home team. The Emirates winning moment goes to the Germans.
What a moment, what a race by the Germans. Where did that come from?
Emirates GBR led for almost the entire race, and on the last upwind leg, Germany comes from behind to take the win. Emirates GBR finishes in second. The USA holds on for a top 3 position.
Oh, and I tell you what, right at the end of that, the Black Foils and Australia got themselves back in the race, 5th and a 6th. Australia was down in about 10th place and stuck in really light winds for a while there. So good race and good comeback for those teams. Canada, Denmark, right-hand side, last at the back of the pack here. Really disappointing for them. Time for a big, big reset.
Good performance as well from Red Bull Italy. They are top 4 as well. This is a team that is on the rise, no question about it. In their first year in the league, 2-time Olympic gold medalist Rogero Tita and his squad. He is a 4-time world champion in the NACRA. So with CEO Jimmy Spithill at the helm, the Italians got to feel good about race number 1. But everyone, get out of the way. The Germans are coming.